Oh, what is up, everybody? It is Friday. You know what that means. It's time for the WrestleGeddon podcast. This is
Did you get to see these wonderful faces again?
episode 250 this week.
Heck yeah.
250. Look at that.
Never thought we'd
You
make
got
it.
250?
250.
250.
250.
Yep.
Awesome stuff.
And you get the cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, awesome stuff. What's going on, fellas?
Not
Not much. Huh?
much.
Watching some foosball.
Me too.
That's the devil.
Foosball of the devil.
Foosball is the devil.
Well, I got some Friday Night SmackDown on in the background.
I was watching that, and then I saw the main event and became uninterested.
Yeah. What's the main event?
The 8-man tag.
No.
Garrett, not a fan of the 8-man tag match?
No. I'm more not a fan of Jacob Fatu being a little bitch, saying, "Oh, I trust you, Tribal Chief. I can't go for the World Heavyweight title, even if I know I can beat Cody Rhodes with my hand tied behind my back. I can't do it."
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, I want to see
Whatever you
Jacob
say.
and Cody. That'd be a hell of a match.
Yep,
Jacob and Cody.
Yeah.
he won't do it. He said he too much little girl, can't do it.
To me, he's not too much of a little girl. To me, it's like you can't do it because
No,
Is it
Cody
Jacob would
challenged
win?
Jacob for the title, and Jacob said no.
I know.
Tell
That's
him.
what I'm saying. You can't do Jacob versus Cody because fucking Jacob should win. You know what I mean? Like you can't do him like that.
I don't know. Solo being a selfish bitch, man. He wants that title for himself. He wants to prove that he can do it and be a better tribal chief.
Yep, that's what needs to be.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's get into it this week and kick it off here with the Random Band entrance theme. And this week's Random Band entrance theme artist is Louis Armstrong.
It's Louis.
Louis.
Armstrong.
Well said, Louis.
We don't strong.
Awesome stuff. Well,
The first man to walk on the moon. Right?
absolutely. And then looked out and said, "What a wonderful world."
Yep.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm going to go first this week. I picked Mac the Knife.
Nice.
Pick who?
Mac the Knife.
Okay.
That is what I picked.
Nice. Carl, you can go next. I don't ever go last.
All right. Well, I can go next if you want me to. And I'm going to go with It Don't Mean a Thing.
If it ain't got that swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'm going with April in Portugal.
Nice.
I started to go with Jeepers Creepers, but for Paul.
Awesome. All right. All good stuff. All good stuff. All right. Who do we have for next week?
Next week, we have a band named Starship.
Just Starship?
Mm-hmm.
Not like Jefferson Starship? Just Starship?
The Starship.
It's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know.
They're I can't remember. I actually now that I've looked at it, I remember. I think they started off. They either started off as Starship and had to change it to Jefferson, or vice versa. They had to like change it at some point.
I thought Jefferson was an airplane. Jefferson Airplane.
They were Jefferson Airplane at one point, and then they changed to Jefferson Starship.
Yep, and then I
If I
think
remember
they,
correctly.
then they went to Starship. I don't know. I know there's like a story behind it all. I don't know what it all is.
So
I'll ask
what
my
is
dad sometime.
Okay,
so
I got
I'll
it.
have
what
news
is
for you.
what's their like? They have a big hit or something? I don't know the band.
Starship big hit is "We Built This City."
Nothing's gonna stop.
Oh, I know that song. We built this city. We
Yep.
built this city on rock alone. Or something. Is it
So-
alone or rock and roll? I think it's rock. Is it rock and roll or
Rock and
rock
roll.
alone?
It's
Rock
rock
and
and
roll.
roll.
Okay.
So Starship is a continuation of Jefferson Starship. So underwent a change in musical direction, the subsequent loss of personnel, and a lawsuit settlement that led to the name change.
Yeah, I knew there was
Yeah.
like a story behind it. I just didn't remember what it was.
I'm assuming like Jefferson was like one of the guys that quit, and so they had to change the name
Yeah,
from
probably.
Jefferson to Starship.
More than likely.
There's nothing. So I guess Jefferson Airplane is completely different
Okay.
because there's no mention of them on here at all.
Is that a band, Jefferson Airplane? I thought it was a band. I remember Jefferson Airplane as something that's I don't know where I know it from.
There is a Jefferson. There's a Jefferson Airplane. I don't know if they're correlated, but there's something like that somewhere. Heard the name.
Or is it like one of those what do they call it? Where you think there's something that happened but didn't.
Oh yeah.
It's not a Mandela.
You know what I'm talking about? Mandela Effect.
Jefferson
yeah.
Airplane was an American rock band in San Francisco, California, 1965. Pioneering band psychedelic rock.
Oh yeah. They're the ones that did the now that I think about it, Jefferson Airplane, they're the ones that did Don't You Want Somebody to Love? Don't you need somebody to love? Yeah, I know them. I don't know why I was acting stupid. I've heard like a few of their songs.
Yeah, there's a couple good songs they have. I knew the band. I just couldn't put a song to the band. Anyways, back to wrestling, I guess.
I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm kind of hooked on this now.
Oh gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just became the Jefferson Airplane Starship podcast.
We're gonna do an hour episode. So what happened was
Next week we're gonna go through and break down a song by a lyric.
there's a member.
Talk about what
There's a member of Jefferson. There's a member of Jefferson Airplane. He had 2 kids. They started the band Jefferson Starship. Then those kids got pissed, quit the band. Starship changed the name to Starship.
Yes, 1974, Jefferson Airplane evolved into Jefferson Starship in January 1974.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same, man.
Yeah, there we go. So what do we count? Do we count like just the songs released under the band name Starship? Or do we go all the way back to Jefferson Airplane?
I have no clue.
Because
The Jefferson Airplane was probably better music for sure. Because I mean, We Built the City. I know the song. I just don't know any other songs off the top of my head. It wasn't as cool as Don't You Want Somebody to Love? Because I know that song. But I don't know. We can go with whatever y'all want to go with.
I say we set up a poll and let our amazing fans give us the answer we need.
Dude, nobody ever does the poll.
Hey, if y'all look, they go with like Battleship, a Starship cover band or something.
Yeah.
I would say I would be fine with Jefferson Starship and Starship. Since
Yeah, I agree. I'm okay with that, but not Jefferson Airplane.
I think Jefferson Airplane was a completely different
Like sound and band and stuff.
band, yeah.
It's probably like a few people that like, you know, didn't want to come out with like a completely new band, so they just kind of like, well, let's say Jefferson Airplane will be Jefferson Starship.
Airplanes got to evolve, man. We're going to space.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
it's the fucking 80s. You gotta do it, man. We'll be totally radical.
Awesome. All right, so that's what we got for next week. Jefferson Starship / Starship. So we'll see what we come up with that. I just know nothing's going to stop us now.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Nothing's going to stop us now. One of the songs from one of the greatest movies ever made in the 80s. Mannequin.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen that movie, Garrett?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I like Mannequin. I'm weird.
Wow.
I wanted a fucking Mannequin in a time or two.
Mannequin
You
2
know,
was terrible, but the first Mannequin was good.
I like that you ignored what he just said, but it's okay.
I did not catch what he said.
It's okay. Just move on to the instant replay. We won't let him repeat it. I heard it. That's all that matters.
Why will I get kicked off YouTube if I say it again?
We'll just say
Or
we'll just
Facebook
say that
at
one
least.
went right over his head.
All right. In your housekeeping is what's next up on the docket. Basically, we just follow up anything that we may have glanced over last week or missed or needed to add to, which I don't really have anything to add to for last week, except for, follow us on our social media outlets. If you're not doing that already, all that fun stuff. And that's pretty much the bulk of that.
What if people tuned into our podcast and saw In Your Housekeeping and they thought for 30 minutes we talk about Consuela who comes to our house?
On this episode of In Your Housekeeping, we're going to talk about the difference between Ajax and Comet. Which one is better?
We need more lemon.
Well, I think it's actually Bartender's Friend. It's actually the best. But
Fabulosa, man. That shit gets rid of everything.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it gets rid of everything, including you. Shit is strong as hell.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. All right. You guys got anything to add from last week that we may have missed?
Dude, I don't even know last week.
I don't either. So I don't really think too much.
Probably good.
I was tired. I probably said a bunch of wrong shit, but it's me anyway, so they can forgive me.
I'm the problem, it's me. We'll get into that.
Last
later.
night I had a dream. I was in a podcast talking about wrestling.
Oh, man. Awesome. All right. Well, let's kick it over to. Apparently, I'm trying to upload shit now. Let's kick it over
Scheduled for one fall.
instant replay. See that again. All right, Instant Replay is a part of the show. If you're not familiar, where we go back and take a look at the week in wrestling from the prior week, any pay-per-views, all that fun stuff, and some news. Let's get into that news right off the bat. Because Hulk Hogan made himself look like a dumbass again.
When does it?
On the Logan Paul podcast.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it, but I fell asleep.
There's a few things that hit the dirt sheets and the news sites. One of them was Hogan saying that he never used his creative control in WCW.
Yeah,
Never.
it was that. This is the
title. So
if he never used it, then how come everybody knew about it? You know what I mean? Like nobody would know about it if he didn't fucking use it.
exactly.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I think the Bischoff has also said in his podcast that Hogan never or rarely used exercise and creative control. But when you're, bros with, the head of the company, you don't need to use your creative control. But hey, Eric, let's do this. So,
I mean, he used it. He used it a few times, and those few times, like you can clearly see that, like you can tell by like the direction everything was going, and then two, like what happened. You're like, why the fuck did that happen? How did Hogan end up with the fucking belt? I don't know.
Hogan hasn't been on TV in 6 months, and he just won the title.
Wonder how.
Oh, crazy. But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
You mean that guy fell down? How did that happen?
And the biggest thing, the big chunk of the iceberg here was him comparing himself to Chris Benoit in terms of fan forgiveness. And I quote, if Chris Benoit can do the crap he did and the fans still love him, they're very forgiving. I've made some major mistakes in my personal life. They're very, very forgiving. They forgive you. Who is forgiving Chris Benoit for killing his family and himself?
Yeah, I don't. And the same thing for Hogan. It's like, it's not that I forgive you. It's just I fucking enjoy wrestling, and you can't go back and watch wrestling without seeing you guys. You know what I mean? It's like not forgiving you. It's just like,
but it's also the
difference.
difference.
Like, what I did not watch fucking 30 years of wrestling because I don't agree with the people that were wrestling.
I was gonna say it's also too like Chris Benoit can actually fucking wrestle, so that's why people love him because he could wrestle. He actually put on banger matches with like Angle and a bunch of other people. Like Angle is just the first one I think of, but like matches are incredible. And it's like it's not that people are forgiving of what he did. Like, of course not. They love him for his wrestling, not the actions that he did.
I mean, I know there's a few people that don't believe he did what he did, like Chavo and stuff like that. Like, I could understand like some people get into like conspiracies or something like that because, I've been a fan of somebody and been like, really disappointed in them. You know what I mean? Like it just happens. That's part of life. So I could see like there's a few people, don't get me wrong, that are fans or was friends with them and stuff like that. Don't want to believe it. And that's, that's fine. But, I wouldn't say I'm a Chris Benoit fan. Now, do I watch some of his matches every once in a while on like Peacock because it's like in the pay-per-view? Yeah, I'm not going to turn down like one of the greatest matches of all time just because, I hate the guy or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with a lot of people.
It's one of those things. Like, you cannot discredit or take away anything that Benoit did in professional wrestling. Like, especially When you look through WCW with the Four Horsemen, the storyline with him and Kevin Sullivan, you roll into WWE, his world title wins, his matches with Eddie Guerrero, his matches with Kurt Angle, Triple H, the triple threat main event at WrestleMania with him, Michaels, and Triple H. Like, you can't discredit those from happening. I'm not going to go and search out a Chris Benoit match to watch. I mean, if I happen to be watching a pay-per-view and, I'll watch the match. Like, I remember the matches. They're great matches. And he was a hell of a competitor. But when you look at what happened and what led to all that stuff, like, you can't really say, oh, that's cool. He killed his wife and kid and then killed himself. But I'm still a big Chris Benoit fan. So,
yeah.
And it's
yeah,
hard.
I mean, there's a difference, right? It's like, I listen to R. Kelly. I'm not gonna go buy an R. Kelly T-shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but if Bump and Grind comes on, you might listen to it because you grew up listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's and one of the biggest things with this too, like, you're looking at Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's a character. That's what it is. Played by Terry Bollea. He's not Hulk Hogan behind the scenes. He's Terry Bollea behind the scenes. And in all honesty, Terry Bollea is a piece of shit. So,
Yeah.
Like, then we get, the character of Hulk Hogan on the screen, and, like, you want to go say your prayers and eat your vitamins and, train every day, brother. So.
And there's a lot of wrestlers that are pieces of shit that, like, I enjoyed watching and was, like, fans of growing up. But then it's like, oh, they're a piece of shit. But it's like, I'm not going to not watch wrestling just because, some of the people are pieces of shit.
I look at, not to speak ill of the dead, but look at Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Snuka killed a woman and was covered up, but he's still regarded as one of the greats. And one of the first people to do, like, some of that high flying stuff that we've seen on TV. Like, he's one of the first people I remember seeing diving off a cage. So, I mean, it's one of those things. And there's a lot of people out there that are, super cool as their character, and, like you said, assholes when they're not in their character.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But that just, you can't compare yourself to Chris Benoit. Like, there's two different things that happened. Like, you said some racist shit. You didn't murder your family. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird that he compared himself to, because I mean, like the stuff is not like as bad as murdering your family, but it's the other thing too. Is like, you're kind of referencing somebody that really wasn't forgiven. You know what I mean? Like, I think people are still kind of upset that Chris did that. And it's one of those things where, like, I mean, there's some people that stuff up with Hulk Hogan, but then I still run into people that are like, I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan because it's, the shit he said. And, rightfully so. It's up to them if they want to be offended by it and how long they want to be offended by it. You know what I mean? Not everybody has to forgive or give forgiveness. And then also, just because someone tolerates you don't mean they forgive you. They just tolerate you because you're a major person and something they enjoy.
Yep. That is true. Ooh, we're getting a WWE Championship steel cage match next week.
Yep.
Between Cody and Solo. Nice. Yeah, right. On top of all that, too, Hogan also said on the Logan Paul podcast that he has signed a new 5-year deal with the company. I'm sure it's under the nostalgia deal. So more Hogan merchandise still to come, as if we did not need any more. But
we always need more.
Yeah, apparently. But on that same side too, with the Legends / nostalgia deals, Victoria and Melina are both now under Legends deals.
Heck yeah!
So psyched about that.
That's pretty cool.
So that means action figures. t-shirt.
Chris, do you think your dream's gonna come true?
What's that?
That you're gonna get a Melina figure that could do a full split?
Actually, the ones that Mattel put out for her, the first series can actually do full splits.
Nice.
They're the only women's figures at the time that had the and the hips to do that.
I had some Hulk Hogan tidy whities growing up, and if they came back out with those of the adult size, I might get some.
There you go.
Were they yellow?
No, they weren't. Well, some of them, like the trim was yellow. Like the trim was yellow and red, and then they had like a picture of like Hulk Hogan on the ass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta like the Hulk Hogan underwear. I also had Hulk Hogan pajamas too. Some red pants with a red shirt that said Hulkster on it in yellow.
I had those.
Nice.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't have that I wanted as a kid was that Hulk Hogan that workout set. It came with like the headband and the wristbands and the weights.
Yeah, I didn't have that. My cousin had like the headband. My cousin Ricky. Yeah, the Hulk Hogan headband. It's pretty cool.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, so that's some good news right there. The Victoria Melina. Some bad news. Odyssey Jones were moved off of TV. Status is up in the air. I haven't seen anything with him being released yet. Due to some domestic abuse allegations.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't think that's
Yeah, do steroids, you fucking abuse your family. Like, you didn't learn anything from Chris Malone.
Yeah, apparently not. I do not see him lasting very long.
Nope.
Because they cut Wentz pretty quick when all those allegations were coming out with him.
Yep. But he's back.
He's back. That fun stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and get into some WWE stuff this week. I didn't get a chance to watch Raw, so I don't know what happened on that. I think the only thing I really watched this week was Dynamite.
I'm trying to remember. What did I watch of Raw? Oh.
Dominic.
Oh. So you didn't see the new commentator?
I did not.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I love the guy. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. He was good for NFL football games. But yeah, he doesn't really sound excited when he's doing play-by-play, and he's kind of doing it like doesn't know what he's doing. I know he's new, so I'll give him some time, but he didn't really sound like he was invested. He was just kind of getting paid to commentate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, hopefully McAfee will be back sooner rather than later.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
But
Yeah, Joe
having Wade better
Tessitore.
just makes Wade better, so that's all I can say to that.
Awesome stuff.
Joe Tessitore is his name.
That's it,
Yes.
Joe Tessitore. I like Joe Tessitore. I'm just saying, like, he just like broadcasted it like he does an NFL game. Like, he didn't really have a whole lot of excitement. I remember at one point he was like, "Oh yeah, DDT, cool." Like it just was like bland. I don't know. It was just.
It's
weird.
more like a play-by-play than like
Yeah. And
like a color.
It didn't.
Definitely not a color commentator.
Well, I mean, not everybody can be Morrow. So.
Well, I know. I mean,
Which,
to be fair, like even someone like Michael Cole has like gotten a lot more into it over the past probably 5 years than he did.
Well,
I
especially
I don't like Michael Cole myself.
mean, I don't either, but at least like he shows like that he cares and has some like passion behind what he's saying.
I mean, I guess I guess like he's been with the company for forever.
Yeah.
I think a lot
But
of
I
that
mean,
too. I was going to say a lot of that too is Vince not being in his ear all the time, yelling at him. Like his
Yeah,
commentary since Vince has been gone has gotten more natural, and it seems like he can really, focus more on putting himself into it, especially when he's teamed up with Pat. Like him and Pat are awesome together.
Yeah, him and
I don't know.
Pat are
I
awesome.
miss Vince on commentary. Maybe they should bring him back as commentary.
What a maneuver! Just bring Jesse Ventura back. Let him do commentary.
Yeah, I like Destin Ventura. He's really good too.
What a
I like
maneuver!
Destin Ventura. Dusty Rhodes was pretty good on commentary. Who's another? Michael Man was pretty good on commentary.
Yep.
I thought.
I always liked Monsoon and Bobby Heenan.
They were good. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team.
The goats of JR and the King.
Yeah, JR and the King, pretty good.
Booker T
Yeah.
was only good in TNA, so don't say Booker T.
No, I don't. Booker T's not. I don't like Booker T. Not a, I'm not.
Booker T in the ring.
I'm not a huge fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Tony Schiavone. Like,
I like Schiavone when he was in WCW, like him and Mike Tenay.
No, I like Mike Tenay. I didn't like Tony Schiavone on commentary.
I don't like. But JBL was great on commentary too. I enjoyed JBL on commentary.
Yeah, I like JBL.
You know how I feel about John Bradshaw Lafia.
I thought he was pretty good. Awesome. All right, let's talk about some Bash in Berlin from last weekend. What did you guys think
It
overall?
was good. It was pretty dang good. I watched it live. Unlike my two people else with me, I know they didn't watch it live, and I understand that most people can't watch pay-per-view, middle of the day. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I tried to. But,
I hadn't seen my kids in 7 weeks at that point. Well, I was there for like 2 days. I saw my kids for all of 2 days and 7 weeks, and so they wanted to go to the Spirit Halloween. That's where we went.
Nice.
Oh man, your son's probably got that whole store like mapped out now.
Dude, we're going to Spirit Halloween tomorrow. Like, that dude loves Spirit Halloween.
He needs to work there, man. Gotta get some paycheck.
I'll be hitting up the new Lego store in Durham. The Bricks and Minifigs is opening tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, should be fun.
That'd be cool.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Bash in Berlin. Didn't watch it live. It was good. I did see a couple of the matches live. I missed Cody and Kevin. I turned it on at the beginning of Bianca, Team BJ, and the Unholy Union. So I got to see that and Punk and Drew. And then I turned it off. And then after his wife and the kids went out of town last weekend, so while they were gone, I'd watch the rest of the pay-per-view.
Nice.
I thought it was great. It was really good. Really good.
It was really good.
But let's kick it off here. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Great match to kick the night off with. Of course, Cody retained on that one.
Knew it was gonna happen.
Yep. Carl went with Kevin Owens though.
Chris,
Yeah.
I should probably let you know you're just having a seizure.
Who's having a seizure?
Your Either your camera or your computer.
It's because I'm tapping the
Okay.
button on the computer to move up and down.
Okay.
So it
I'm
should
just
not
saying
be
it's like
earthquake.
Tapping too hard.
crazy.
Can't tap that hard.
Never gonna give you up.
But for the
Kevin
most
Cody
part,
was good though.
yeah, I think for the most part, as far as our predictions go for the whole pay-per-view, Garrett and I only missed one out of everything.
And I got it right.
You missed two.
I think it's
No,
good
I'm talking about I got the one y'all got. I got the one that y'all got wrong. Right.
Well, you and I both picked Bianca and Jade. Garrett picked the Unholy Union.
Yeah.
You and I picked Dom and Liv. Garrett picked the Terror Twins.
Yep.
Can't
then-
believe you pick against mommy. It's wrong.
And then you
Joe.
picked Kevin Owens.
Yeah. So we got collectively got them all right.
Collectively. But yeah, that was great. Great match to kick the night off with. And of course, we went into the tag match. I'd probably say if I had to pick like the worst match, it may have been this one.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad though.
But it still wasn't bad. Like if that was the worst match on the pay-per-view, like that's saying something.
You're
So,
doing good things.
yeah. Punk and Drew, the strap match.
Oh,
I'm glad they went
Match
back
of
to
the year.
The tap the four corners. I love that.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Match of the year though. That was pretty good.
It's awesome.
The thing with the things on the corner though, I was kind of joking the group chat, and then y'all responded because I don't know, but I was like, yeah, you could fucking cut the wire to like one of the lights, and then you have to worry about your opponent fucking lighting up all four of his lights.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah, I
awesome.
guess that's one way to do it.
Because like technically no disqualification, so you can't get disqualified doing it. So just cut the wire, and then he technically can't light up all four corners.
It's true.
I was sitting there
But I did like it though. That was like pretty cool with the lights. Like that was a good way to do it. So you kind of knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep track of who hit the corner.
Yeah.
Because I remember like the old when they used to do them like back in the day, like they didn't have that.
Yeah.
But
I will say, it did create one of the funniest memes I've seen, where it's just like pictures, and it's Drew, and then it's the necklace as he's taking it out of his pants, and then it shows Punk putting it on and then kissing it.
oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah, Punk got the
Yeah, it's
necklace
pretty funny.
back along with the dub after
Well,
Four
that's what happened on
freaking
Raw. I forgot about
GTSs.
that.
I just see that Drew destroyed
Drew,
Punk on Raw.
With Punk and like just snap the bracelet.
So
Didn't Punk leave in a stretcher?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
bracelet is no longer recognized as a championship on Raw.
Nope.
It's been destroyed. It's been
Been
retired.
destroyed.
But
I don't know. They might bring it back as like the hardcore bracelet champion,
the hardcore bracelet.
like they did with the old bling belt. Like they brought it back,
yeah.
broke with the hardcore title over.
It's gonna be
or,
duct
like-
taped together. Oh man, that's awesome. We move into the Terror Twins versus Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. This match was great. It was
Mhm.
awesome to finally see Rhea get her hands on Liv,
Liv Morgan. Yeah.
and then that pin. Whew.
She called it.
They asked
Pretzel
Liv,
pin?
Rhea got asked if she has a name for that pin after the pay-per-view, and Priest is like, It's called the Take It Easy pins.
Yeah. It was.
I was
freaking
like, oh
hilarious.
man, that's like
I
that's
you know
pure
you know what I have
domination.
to say though is I was saying this to Katie on Raw too when we were watching it. Like, I think the team together like really helps make like they're bad like it makes them badasses whether you want to
Yeah,
say it or not. Like, I love the dynamic of the two of them and like to have because like I feel like one thing that's like very oversaturated in wrestling is like whenever there's a guy and girl on the same team, they have to be in like a relationship with each other.
yeah.
Like to have just like a guy and girl who are literally just like basically bros. Like it's just a cool dynamic to see that's just new-ish that we haven't seen in a while, and it's just
And
a cool
it's
dynamic with the two of them.
the cool thing with that too, because you look at like before like they split the Judgment Day the second time, um, everyone in that group clicked with each other, so
Yeah.
it worked, and it still works because even with Priest and Rhea out of the group, the rest of the team still, the rest of the Judgment Day still clicks. When they introduce, introducing Carlito in there as like a new member of the group, and then putting Liv in there, like they all click with each other.
Yep.
And like you're saying with that dynamic between Rhea and Priest, it's literally like a freaking brother and sister just coming out there like, yo, you picking on my sister, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Yo, you picking on my brother, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Type of thing. And that's basically what it is, and it's awesome. And just like it's very rare that you see, like you're saying, that type of relationship between the two, like male and female counterparts, but the chemistry that they have too is just freaking awesome. Then you add Jey Uso into that mix on Monday night.
Yeah,
it was great.
hilarious.
So and getting Priest and Rhea to do the yeet, awesome.
It was so funny with that backstage where Priest is like, "What did he say?" And she goes, "Yeet."
Oh, was it there after Bash in Berlin? They went and got some chicken tendies and they were toasting. And Priest said something and Rhea goes, yeet. And she's wearing a freaking Jey Uso shirt.
I love that.
And Priest looks at her and goes, what is it with you and guys with mullets? She's like, they're hot. So.
I love that.
That's freaking awesome. So, but yeah, the Terror Twins picked up the win on that one, which is a great match. So, like I said, that could have went either way. We did get Judgment Day interference out there, but they were pretty much taken care of by Priest and Rhea.
That wasn't pretty much taken care of. It was like some fake false finishers and stuff. It was that's what made it good because you thought they were about to win, but didn't know.
Sure. So even with the interference, they still picked up the win. And then that brings, you still have the feud with the Judgment Day. Obviously, we'll get Priest and Finn at some point, then continuation with Rhea and Liv down the road. So it's pretty good. Probably my favorite match, aside from Punk and Drew McIntyre, Gunther and Randy Orton.
So good.
Whew.
That slap that Orton takes, and you see the sweat cloud just puff off his chest. I will say that Gunther's arm looked really bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did it look bad?
The other thing we have to talk about in this match is Randy Orton doing the wave.
I will say,
awesome.
One thing I really enjoyed about the match too is I feel like, I mean, and obviously it was like this last time they wrestled too, but a lot of times with Gunther, it's always he's the powerhouse. He's way bigger than the guys wrestling.
Yeah.
But him and Orton are the same height, same size, same everything. It's very much a pound per pound. You put the same two guys in a ring, pound per pound, that are really, really good. So
oh yeah,
it's just it's cool. I mean, That match was awesome. I don't know. I would probably say the first match was probably better, but I mean, it either way. I mean, they're both. It's like
And
1A, 1B.
it's even the fact that like Gunther won the match with a submission.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, how often do you see Orton tap out?
yeah.
Like, this is freaking like great. And that just, further puts Gunther over, which, was the point of this anyway. And that moves, Randy goes back to SmackDown and moves into whatever Randy's going to do on SmackDown. Oh, unless they keep him on Raw, which could be another option too. Well, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this overall just a great pay-per-view. I think out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 8.5.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome stuff there. Which brings us into Sunday night, NXT No Mercy.
Yep.
I did not get the chance to watch this.
I watched, so I will.
A lot of good things though.
Your NXT resident here. I'll tell you. I didn't watch it all. Not gonna lie. Some of it I watched was highlights, so I can tell you the results. I already got the results pulled up for you. Unless you have them, Chris.
I got them pulled up too.
Oh, okay. Well, it don't matter. You can say them out if you want.
All right. We got Axiom and Nation Frazier defeated Chase University.
Yep.
That was basically Rich Holland turned on Chase U.
Yeah, which
Cost
was
him
gonna
the
happen.
titles. So yep.
I don't really understand what Rich Holland is doing, but it was gonna happen.
I don't think they know what Rich Holland is doing.
No,
Well, somebody's
yeah.
gotta. No,
No,
but I'm sure it was a pretty solid match anyway. Axiom
it
and
was
Frazier
good.
are great.
Frazier and Axiom are amazing.
Frazier has gotten some high praise from Meltzer recently, which blew my damn mind because Meltzer never gives anyone under the WWE banner high praise.
Well, he should because, man, that guy's awesome.
He said it's like watching. He's like, he's so good. He's like, he's on a whole other level compared to some of the other talent that's on there.
I agree.
He's seamless and smooth, though. It's like, fantastic. Thank you, Meltzer, for acknowledging someone in WWE.
Yeah.
This one kind of surprised me. Zachary Wentz going over Wes Lee.
Yeah, with help from Terry Miguel.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a surprise there.
Wesley went to get a chair and Trey Miguel stole it from him and he kind of interfered in it, helped him win. So, which kind of goes into NXT a little bit, not to spoil it all, but the Rascals are a new #1 contender for the tag titles, so we're gonna end up getting Rascals versus Frazier and Axiom at some point.
Oh, nice!
It's gonna be incredible. Even
that's
though
gonna be awesome.
I'm sure Wesley is gonna ruin it, but whatever.
Oh, I'm sure. Kalani Jordan retains against Wendy Chu, the NXT North American Championship.
The match looked pretty good. I was gonna say I know you're not watching NXT and you didn't watch this week, but Rosemary was on NXT again. She wrestled what's that other weird girl? I don't remember her name. Huh, it's okay.
There you go.
There's another weird girl that has dolls. It's kind of creepy.
Is it Tatum Paxley?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
She was supposed to be with Unholy Union, but they kind of put her with them for a little bit and then split her back up. So cool. I saw Jordan Grace had an open challenge on Impact this week, which was picked up by NXT.
Which I don't know if you saw or either of you saw, but Jordan Grace is gonna do an open challenge on NXT
this week,
first day of CW. So
that's cool. Next week, right?
I think so.
Next
it might
Tuesday.
be.
Yeah,
it might be. Yeah, that'll be
because
exciting.
SmackDown moves to USA next week too. Next Friday, so Raw and SmackDown will be on USA until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So,
yes,
awesome stuff
sure.
there. Obafemi retained against Tony D'Angelo. I'm sure that match was awesome.
I meant to go back and watch it. I saw a bunch of highlights. Yeah, it was good from everything I saw. Tony D kind of manhandled Obafemi a couple of times, but nobody's beaten Oba.
Mm-mm.
The guy's a beast.
That dude is awesome. Let's
So
see.
good.
Roxanne Perez retains against Jadea Parker.
I watched bits and pieces of that. That was a good match. And then I know I watched the last match. I had to watch the last match.
Ethan Page retains against Joe Hendry.
So good. The match was really good. The finish was kind of weird, honestly. So there's a couple of weird things. So obviously, Trick was the guest ref,
Yeah.
and at one point, he gets like taken out for a little bit, and I think Ethan Page is about to get the win because another ref comes down, and Swerve like goes in there and stops the count, and he's like, "I'm the ref. You get the heck out of my ring." And Ethan Page ends up like hitting him, and I don't remember all what happens, but he hits him, and then Joe Hendry's about to hit his finish, and or what's his name is I lose names, but he turned his head, and Ethan Page low blowed Hendry and hit Hendry with his finish, and ended up winning that way. It was just cool.
Damn.
I was
Stuff like
surprised
that.
Trick even counted the 3, but he did. I mean, Trick had a good count. He had a good teacher. He asked the best NXT has to offer about how to be a ref, and he got good advice.
Hey, ask it, Shawn Michaels.
He did.
Oh man, awesome.
I mean, to be fair, it's crazy to think how many like matches Shawn Michaels has actually refereed over his career.
Yeah, that's true. And did one in like skimpy biker shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff there. Let's see. Dynamite this week. We've set up more for All Out, which is happening tomorrow night.
Oh,
8
the only thing
p.m.
I saw about
pay-per-view.
AEW? The only thing I saw is that MJF killed Daniel Garcia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. So,
Without breaking a sweat.
yeah, pretty much. So the card so far for All Out, some of these matches are kind of like thrown together. As usual.
Are we making picks?
AEW.
Are we making picks or no?
I kind of don't. I was say I don't want to.
No, but most of these
It's a
are
crapshoot anyway.
Yeah, most of these are pretty predictable to begin with. International Championship, Will Ospreay is defending against Pac. I doubt they're going to have Ospreay lose that title. He just literally won it 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
The Young Bucks are defending against Claudio and Wheeler Yuta.
I could see them winning. That'd be about the only one I could see.
Yeah. AEW Continental Championship 4-way match, Okada versus To Be Determined. So as of right now, they don't have the other 3 competitors. You got the Chicago Street Fight for the CMLL World Women's Championship. Will Nightingale is defending against Chris Statlander. I don't see Statlander winning that one. MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida for the TBS Championship. AEW World Championship, Bryan Danielson defends against Jack Perry, which I don't know how the hell Jack Perry has earned a title shot. And unsanctioned lights out steel cage match, Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Page, which is probably going to end up being like the best match on the pay-per-view.
Wait, you said unsanctioned lights out
Steel cage match.
steel cage match.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. So, how are the fans gonna see if all the lights are out? I'm just curious. I'm just curious for the fans.
Well, they leave the lights on above the ring.
I know. I'm just messing.
Just turn all the other lights out.
I think
No.
what would be funny for a wrestling match, you get 2 guys in a steel cage. You give each of them a barbed wire baseball bat, and you blindfold them. And the first person to hit the other person, they win.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And
This
like,
pay-per-view, like,
and you could put like explosives on the steel cage, so if they hit it, it like explodes.
or electrified barbed wire.
There you go. They
The
need to bring back the barbed wire steel cage matches. That's what they need to bring back.
that'd be fun.
I still remember that one that JBL had against Big Show and how freaking terrified he was to like even get close to the steel cage.
Oh man.
It was
Yeah,
so
the
good.
biggest thing with this pay-per-view is like there's only like a couple matches on here that have any type of background to them.
They're
And
like
that's
it's I don't even understand why they do it at pay-per-view. Like
I
there's
don't
no
understand
point.
either.
There's literally no point in doing this pay-per-view. It's like they realize like they're getting. I think AEW is finally realizing that the most gross revenue that they get is from their pay-per-views, not their everyday shows. So they're like, let's just pour more in, go to a stadium, fill it up, and people are gonna come. But
Well,
then like nobody cares for this pay-per-view. I wouldn't
I've
go to
seen
this.
videos coming out of Dynamite this week with Osprey in the ring, doing his thing with the crowd. And dude's like panning the crowd with his cell phone camera, and like the whole side of the ring that Osprey's on, like, is completely empty. And the guy like pans around the rest of the arena, and even behind them was almost empty.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are we doing? Like, if you can't fill these big, 20,000 seat arenas or whatever, 60,000 seat arenas, go to a smaller venue.
Yeah.
Where you can fill it in, lower your ticket prices. Like, I shouldn't have to pay $100 to sit in fucking row Z in the upper bowl. So
yeah, it's one of those things where like we've already discussed it. It's like probably like a million times now on the podcast, and we sound like a broken record. But yeah, I would if it was me and I was Tony Khan. You do really good at pay-per-views, right? Because your pay-per-views have been, usually pretty good. So most people are willing to pay a ticket for your pay-per-view. And you do it in these big cities, and that's cool. But it's like, go to these small arenas and these small towns, charge like $10 general admission, like $20 ringside or $30 ringside. You do 50, 100, front row or something if you want to, but make it affordable for like,
the everyday man.
All these the everyday man, and in these small towns that normally doesn't get like something big like WWE coming through. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There is
like
no reason why AEW couldn't roll in here and do a show at the Dorton Arena and not sell out the Dorton Arena.
100%.
Yeah.
No, because when's the last time they've been to Raleigh? Like they did like one Dynamite here, and that was years ago when they first started.
But it's like what I was saying,
if they in minutes.
Yeah, if they came, they would try to go to PNC Arena. Yeah, it's like I'm tell you what. Instead of going to Dorton Arena, go to the fucking go to Durham, go to the fucking Armory. Ain't no shame in that.
No,
you know what I mean? Or
go to ran a damn good show there. New Japan Pro Wrestling ran a damn good show there.
Go to Fayetteville, go to Winston-Salem, go to what I'm saying? Go to like the smaller towns or the smaller cities, and like instead of going to fucking Nashville, try going to like Murfreesboro. You know what I'm saying? Like go to smaller towns or smaller cities in the States, and you will build a fan base, because those little poor broke kids will be the kids that you want to follow your thing, and then when they get older and make money, they'll just reinvest it in your product.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knowing AEW, they'd instead of doing like PNC, they'd try and do like one of the college football stadiums around here, try to fill that in.
Yeah,
like something stupid. Like
I don't know, last time they're in Raleigh, they sold out the PNC Arena, but like I'm saying, that was like within like the first year of the company's existence.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
Yeah, the closest they've been is the closest they've been back to here is Greensboro.
Greensboro.
And I think they may have done Winston Salem too.
Which,
but
you know, Greensboro had Greensboro kind of into it, like has a lot of history with wrestling.
yeah, and they did. That's where they did the pay per view with Sting's last match, and that sold out.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of Sting's last match. Well, I mean, the pay per views usually because the pay per views are usually really good. Like they usually put on some. I don't know about this one. The card doesn't look good, but usually like they have really good pay per views with really good matches, and it's interesting. It's just you gotta get shit done in your favor.
Yep.
It's true. Let's see if they added. Oh, okay. So they did matches tonight on Collision. It was Brian Keith versus Orange Cassidy, the Beast Mortos taking on Takeshita, and Mark Briscoe going up against Lance Archer.
For that
And
one match.
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
so the winner of those.
Orange Cassidy won.
I don't know. Yeah. Figured that would happen.
AEW All Out 2024 to set unfortunate record.
Lowest attendance ever. As they try and sell out Dallas Stadium.
All Out is at 6,513 tickets sold.
Hoosh.
Wow. All Out attendance
gracious.
last year was 9,826. Wow. Hey, well, like I said, they got some stuff they need to work on.
That's for sure.
What else we had last weekend? TNA Emergence was Friday night.
Nice.
A busy weekend.
Heck yeah.
I do know Nick Nemeth retained the TNA Championship against Josh Alexander, and had a little surprise appearance at the end of that match as JBL
I saw. I don't know
crossed the line.
Yep, I saw.
We're not sure why JBL was there Friday night at TNA, but said something to Nick Nemeth and then left.
He probably said, "You're better as Dolph Ziggler," and walked away.
Probably.
Maybe he bought the company.
Maybe.
Be a possibility. This Victory Road is the next one. That's actually next Friday for Impact. This one, we run through emergency real quick for results. Frankie Kazarian defeated Kushida. PCO defeated Shera. Matt Cardona was at ringside. Zachary Wentz defeated Mike Bailey, Hammerstone, Josh Hotch, Laredo Kid, and Riley Osborne to become the new Ultimate X champion.
Yep.
Or X Division champion in an Ultimate X match. Jordan Grace and Spitfire defeated Ash by Elegance and Militia. Ace Austin and Chris Bay defeated First Class, which is AJ Francis and Casey Navarro, since Rich Swann was pulled from TV and suspended with his reported arrest. The System, Moose, Brian Myers, JDC, and Eddie Edwards defeated the team of Joe Hendry, Mike Santana, and the Hardys. And, of course, Nick Nemeth defeated Josh Alexander. Victory Road, it says coming up on the 13th, so next Friday. You got Nick Nemeth taking on Moose for the World Championship. Josh Alexander versus Joe Hendry. Zachary Wentz defends the X Division title against Mike Bailey. ABC takes on the System. It's Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards for the tag titles. The Militia defends the Knockouts titles against Spitfire, and more to be added. That's coming to you from the Boeing Center at Techport, San Antonio. A lot of good stuff going on next Friday, next weekend. Next week. I think it's the only pay-per-view next week too, is that one.
Probably.
That's a plus. A little pay-per-view break. Oh, yeah. So that's that. Where's that? That's one. Closing windows and closing the ones I needed open. All right.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for the best segment of all. And it's time for giving Chris time so he can play the music.
The Hero of the Week. Elite Figure of the Week is brought to you by EntertainmentNerd.com. Use the code FTCollect and save 10% on all new and in-stock items. I'm not sure if we have done this one yet, but I'm going to do it anyway because I like this figure. And it's one of my favorites. It is the Legends Series 5 Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
From his match with Lawrence Taylor.
Nice.
Awesome ring gear. This is probably one of the main reasons why
I have a great elite figure I could maybe bring out next week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I've never even opened it. I know exactly where it is too.
Matt Hardy.
So here you go. Bam Bam in the iconic orange and black flame print. Some great detailing there on the flame tattoos on his head. They did re-release this one as a greatest hits figure, so it was updated face sculpt, paint apps were a little better, but
nice.
I didn't really see the need to buy another one.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Heck yeah.
The
Now to the real best segment of the podcast.
The real best segment of the podcast.
Where Chris shuts up for 15 minutes while Carl and I talk shop.
No holds barred.
So Carl, I know you're watching this football game. Is it going to be 1st to 50? I haven't seen no defense in this game.
At the beginning of the game, there was a lot of defense being played. I don't know if you tuned in yet or not, but like Jalen Hurts threw a pick, and I saw I had a fumble.
Oh, fumble, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, I feel like here the last few runs, she's been going all the way down, but gotta stop there, baby. What'd you think of the game last night?
It was a really good game. I hate the Ravens, but it was one of the few times I was pulling for the Chiefs. But I had a pull for Mahomes and T Swifty.
Hey,
I'm a Swifty,
baby. You want to go through picks?
Yeah, let's go through them.
All right. I'll pull up my picks. I made them all.
I had picked Green Bay for tonight.
I did as well.
I believe.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember, and I picked Kansas City last time, last night. All right.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, we got Pittsburgh at Atlanta.
Pittsburgh.
You got Pittsburgh?
I got Pittsburgh. Yeah.
It's the bird.
Yeah, I'm picking Atlanta. I don't trust I don't trust Pittsburgh more than I could throw them.
Well,
Buffalo.
Pittsburgh usually wins games, and this is the
Yeah,
game they
not with
win.
Russell Wilson, who's a little bitch. Anyways, Cardinals at Bills.
Give me. I can't remember what I went with this one. Right now, I'm talking my head. I'm gonna say Bills.
Yeah, I went with Bills. I think that's gonna be a closer game than people think.
Yeah, because I don't think the Bills is as good this year as they was last past.
I already know who you picked with this game, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Titans at the Chicago Bears.
I'm interested to know your opinion.
I actually picked Chicago, but it's one
You
that I've
motherfucker.
contemplated.
We're no longer friends, man. Because you did that.
You know what? Look, you see my phone? You see my phone? Look, you ready? Look, I switched
Uh-oh.
it.
You switched to the Titans. All right.
I switched it. We can be friends again.
Yeah, sure, man. I've been friends with you even if you didn't take them.
I know.
so
Honestly, I thought about it. I think it'd be a
Yeah.
good game either way.
Yeah.
All right. Patriots at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yep. That's what I picked as well. Houston at Indianapolis.
I got Indy on this one.
So do I. I think, that's gonna be a real good game. At least it should be.
Yeah.
Jacksonville at Miami, which could also be an upset game.
Yeah. I think I went with Miami, but I could see Jacksonville winning.
I absolutely could. Carolina at New Orleans.
This was a tough one too.
All
both
these
teams,
games are tough. All these games
Yeah.
are tough.
Because I don't see either team being really good. It's like who just got a little bit better. I think I picked New Orleans, but I could definitely see Carolina winning.
I picked.
I think I actually might have picked. I think I might have picked Carolina. I don't know. I have to go back and look at my picks.
I picked New Orleans. Minnesota at the New York Giants.
This is another one that's kind of tough. I think I went with Minnesota.
So do you go with Sam Darnold or do you go with whatever the freaking quarterback for the Giants is? I can't think of his name.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's it. I also went with Minnesota. The Battle of Los Angeles. Oh no, I forgot. Oakland's not there anymore. Never mind. Las Vegas versus the LA Chargers. I don't know why I thought it was LA versus LA for some reason this week.
Yeah, because it's been a while since Raiders are in LA. That's like the 80s.
Yeah.
90s.
I'm thinking that the Chargers were playing the Rams for some reason.
I got you. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I went Chargers. Denver at Seattle. I went Seattle.
I got Denver on this one.
All right.
That's
Dallas.
because I went to a preseason game, the Indianapolis versus Denver preseason game, and Bo Nix actually looked pretty good.
I think is going to be like crazy good this year.
Yeah.
I really do. Dallas at Cleveland, which is crazy to me that Cleveland is favored in this game.
Yeah, I think I picked Dallas.
I picked Dallas too. Washington at Tampa Bay.
This was another one that was tough. I think I went with Washington.
Yeah, I switched it to Washington. I think you're going to end up winning. Rams at Detroit. I think that's going to be the really good.
I picked Rams on this one.
I went with Detroit. And the kicker Monday night game, the New York Jets versus the San Francisco 49ers. Which I heard something really funny. I picked the 49ers. You know, the So you remember Aaron Rodgers got injured last year, which even Chris should know about this. So and
Yeah.
he'll get a kick out of this too. The guy that injured him last year is now on the 49ers. So
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. It's
Oh, that's
So
right.
the guy's gonna come after him this time. He's like, I know
Yeah.
what to go for. The other Achilles.
But yeah,
And
I
that's-
think I don't think the Jets are gonna be as good as people think they're gonna be.
Oh, I don't either. I mean, I think it's gonna take them because they could. I mean, they the only good thing with them is like they get to play. They get to play
Patriots
the
twice.
Patriots twice. That's it. So I don't know. We'll see. I think there's just a lot of question marks. Like
Yeah, I think they'll be better than last year. They'll be better than last year, but I don't have them as like
it
Super Bowl
depends on the
contenders
Aaron
like everybody
Rodgers
else
we
does.
get and how their O line is. I mean, that's really what it's gonna come down to. Because their defense has always been good. Even when they sucked last year, their defense was good.
Yeah.
So, whatever. But that's it. It's the games. Yeah.
Nice. All right. This is kind of wrestling related. It is wrestling related. The trailer for the Mr. McMahon documentary dropped.
Nice.
Features snippets of interviews with Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Steve Austin, John Cena, Bruce Pritchard, Eric Bischoff, Jimmy Hart, Bret Hart, Triple H, and Vince McMahon himself. Apparently, this has been in development since 2020. So, a lot of fun there.
Interesting.
That'll hit Netflix on September 25th.
Have to give it a
That'd be good.
September 25th. It'll be 6 1-hour episodes.
Nice.
So they're pretty much
Oh,
doing all
well-
stuff on there.
While we're on the subject, Garrett, the football, who you got in the Texas Michigan game?
Texas, Michigan. That's a good question.
It's like the top 10 matchup. I think Michigan's like 10, so I think like Texas is like 5 or 3 or something like that.
I think I'm gonna pick Texas.
Yeah.
You know, I like
like
my
that.
Longhorns.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right. Networks are starting to put out their Halloween schedules for movies.
Ooh.
Freeform, the 31 Nights of Halloween. October 6th will be the television premiere of Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh God.
October 5th will be the
Look,
television premiere.
Chris, can you do me a favor? Can you not tell Katie?
You have
Look,
Disney
I
Plus
have
anyway,
I
right?
literally have to go watch the first one every year. I have no choice.
It's a good
and-
movie. Shut up.
I'm not saying it's not. I just
Now you gotta
don't
watch
want
2
to
of them.
watch it every year, and then I don't want to have to watch 2 of them now.
Oh, well.
Oh,
And the 2023 remake of The Haunted Mansion will premiere on October 5th.
nice.
It's pretty awesome there. But this one here, Peacock unveiled their Halloween slate, 150 horror movies with probably the Peacock exclusive, which is Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2.
Oh God.
And that starts
The first one,
streaming. The first one did suck, but it sucks so bad I want to watch the second one.
oh God, Chris.
That'll
terrible.
start streaming October 1st is when that one hits. The second one the trailer for it looked a little better than the first one, so I'm hoping it's
Oh,
not.
God.
So I'm hoping it's a little better.
I doubt it. But we'll let you watch it, and you can
I'll
come
watch
back
it.
to No Holds Barred and let us know.
There's also a new series hitting Peacock as well. This is called, what's the name of this? Wisteria. Not Wisteria. Is it Hysteria? Yeah, Hysteria, which comes out, premieres on October 18th. Has Bruce Campbell in this as a recurring guest role. So, I'll definitely be watching that. Fun stuff there. And Beetlejuice hits theaters today. Friday, if you're listening to this on Saturday. So get your kids prepped, have them watch Beetlejuice, and then take them to see Beetlejuice.
You think if they come
Then
out
next week we have a holiday.
it'll be called what it should be.
You got a holiday next week, Friday the 13th.
Friday 13th.
Heck yeah.
Oh, she had some new get some new intro music for next week.
Ooh.
Awesome stuff. I'm pretty psyched for that. I mean, a lot of good stuff coming out. A lot of good Halloween stuff. Terrifier 3 is coming out soon too. Excited for that. Still need to watch the second one.
Be pretty cool.
Garrett wouldn't make it through that first one at all.
No. It's not a big scary movie, Burton.
It's not really scary. It's a little gory.
Well, yeah. Well, gore doesn't bother me.
Awesome stuff there. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got for No Holds Barred. Got anything else?
Okay.
We just lost
Nope.
Carl.
Got nothing else.
All right. Lost Carl again.
It's all good. This has been the WrestleGet Fire merch.
Yes.
buy
It's
all
not
of it.
for
Don't just
local.
don't just buy one shirt. Don't just buy 2 shirts. Buy 3 at minimum.
Or 4.
Get you a hat. You know you want a hat. Don't look. We all know that you're going bald. Just wear a hat. No one will be able to tell that you're going bald. They'll just see the little semblance of hair and be like, "Wow, you have a full head of hair." Never take it off. I don't know what else is on there, but just buy it. Okay? You know you need it. Quit bullshit nuts. Buy it. Okay?
That's right. Hit up redbubble.com/people for your WrestleGeddon podcast merch needs. Stickers, hats, hoodies, and so much more. And right now, get an additional 25% off everything on Redbubble. So go buy some stuff.
Just go do it. Okay?
All right. Local talent. This is the part of the show where we highlight some of the local promotions here in North Carolina that will be running shows. First one up here is the Parade of Champions, which is happening tomorrow. And that is...
Oh my God. He's gonna be there. We gotta go.
Yeah, Heath Slater will be there. Damn Skippy.
Heck yeah. All right. What we got
That's
next?
in Lexington, North Carolina.
Yep.
Having trouble with that. What else we got here? This is Saturday, September 14th. Chestnut Grove Middle School in King, North Carolina. This is Unforgiven. And then you've got Saturday, September 14th at the Cross Country Campground in Denver, North Carolina. Evolution Assemble. I'm sure there's some more stuff happening. Yeah, Carl back in there. What else we got? The DPW Carolina Classic, which is happening on the 15th. And also the 21st. You've got, what is that? Veterans of Foreign Wars. Oh, that's a VFW. LTW. I think that's a promotion. LTW. This is happening in Gastonia. Paychecks Feed Family. So you check that out too.
That's true.
Carolina Classic will be happening at the Durham Convention Center.
Heck yeah.
I think there's some more stuff coming up after that, which I'll add those in next week.
You know, another
Awesome
thing I
stuff.
thought be kind of cool for that segment. I mean, we
What's
can
up?
talk about it off the podcast, but I kind of want to hear our fans' thoughts about it. What if we picked a local wrestler from North Carolina and we just talk about him? Do that too.
Hype
Kinda
up a
interesting.
local talent.
Yeah, you know, if we could talk about
Not a bad idea.
we talk about see it'd be easy for Carl because he talk about Trevor Lee. He could do that all day.
I thought it was gonna talk about Aardvark and Prairie Dog.
Well, we can talk about that too, but that's a deep cut.
I mean, some of these guys too might even be able to probably reach out to them, see if they want to come on and have a little chit chat with us for a couple minutes.
Heck yeah.
Want to promote their stuff. Good times. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. This is episode 250. I'm Chris Heat Matthews. He's Garrett G Money Munn, and down at the bottom is your hardcore savior, the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media outlets at WrestleGeddon Pod with 1D or 2Ds. Search it up, you'll find it there, and you should be following us on Facebook, and you should be subscribed to our YouTube channel, or else you won't be able to watch this live. So subscribe there, follow us there, watch us live, interact with the show, ask us questions, and leave us a review. We don't have any reviews on there. Nothing new.
Particularly a 5-star. If you say
5-star
anything
review?
less, you're lying. Okay.
Damn straight. Yeah, no new reviews on here. But we'll read them.
We
You
will.
leave us a review. I'll read it on there. Good, bad, terrible. You want to
I'll
call
call
us
your mom and
assholes?
tell her that she needs to punish you. Don't ask me how I have your mom.
Dear WrestleGeddon Podcast,
I
you
hate
suck.
thinking guts.
You're scum between my toes. You make me want to vomit.
Man.
Awesome. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We'll chat with you guys next week on Friday the 13th.
Heck yeah.
Killers, slashers, if not a safe day for your camp counselor. So thankfully summer camp is
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
Yep. Don't have any sex next Friday. You might get murdered. By
You did last summer.
a guy in a hockey mask.
I knew Chris was gonna shake his head at that. All right. Peace.
All right, later, Marks.
Later.